So for today's honest job, I thought I'd go ahead and look through my YouTube comments to see what you guys have to say, because usually you guys have some pretty good moneymakers. And I was not disappointed when I found this particular one saying to cook bowls of water for money. The fact that it has no level requirement and that it should be F2P was also very enticing. And of course that it's ridiculous as heck. Now there was only one thing left to do, and that was to decide whether I wanted to just cook the bowls of water or if I wanted to gather the water myself. And since we've been kind of slacking in terms of money making these past couple videos, I thought we'd go ahead and just pick the most profitable method, which is just to buy the bowls of water on the GE and cook them straight from the bank. But before I came to that conclusion, I did do a little bit of testing earlier. I was getting bowls and jugs and filling them up with water there at the fountain to decide what I wanted to do, and the water collecting process worked fine, but then I came into a little problem. As I went over to the range to cook the bowl of water, this happened. So it turns out cooking water is not F2P, so yeah, kind of a problem. I figured though that since we're going to be making a lot of money doing this, that I would just take out a small loan to get a bond, and I'll pay it back through this method alone. I mean, how long could it possibly take to get enough money for a bond by just boiling bowls of water? And if I really didn't feel like making the money myself, there was another route that we could take, which, now to think about it, sounds much more appealing. So after taking a loan from the bankers of Runescape, I managed to get myself a bond to get membership, and now we can finally go ahead and get the gear setup that we'll be using for this moneymaker. Now I figured that we'd keep it simple and go with a white apron. Not too expensive. I mean, they are selling for a lot more than their GE price, but it's whatever. We have plenty of money. Oh, or maybe not. 28 coins for an apron. Best deal ever. And we also need to get our chef's hat, which is a lot more expensive than the apron, but it is a very important part of this outfit. Let's go ahead and put those on. And there we go, looking very good. Also, we're gonna need some gloves, but not just any gloves. We have to make sure that the entire set matches. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some white gloves so that we don't burn our hands. Or not. All right, we'll buy them for 5K because we're balling. Or we won't. Okay, someone is about to make some nice money on this pair of gloves here. I mean, I could just buy regular gloves, but I'm doing it for the fashion, and it's gonna be, yep, I paid the price. 8,000 for this pair of gloves, but you know what? I say it's totally worth it. Look at that. We're looking good. Now there's just one more piece that I'm missing for this outfit, and it's over here in my POH. Luckily, we don't have to pay any money for it because I'm storing it here on my marble cape rack, and that is the cooking cape. Go ahead and put that on, and there we go. This is so we can let everyone know that we're a professional chef. And so we don't accidentally burn the bowl of hot water. I don't know how you can ruin boiling water, but I'm sure without the cape we'd find a way. So very important for the outfit as well. So we managed to buy the bowls of water for 80 coins each. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but I went ahead and just bought 5,000. I think it's more than enough. And I was thinking of where we can go to cook these. And I was thinking the mid-skilled is probably the best because there's a bank right next to a range. But I feel like since we're wearing the cooking cape, might as well get a use out of it, you know? With the cooking cape, if you didn't know, you actually can access this area right here. There's a cooking requirement. I forget what it is to access the guild. I think it's like 30 something. It's been a long time. But yeah, you can either enter this area with that requirement and a chef's hat, or if you have the cooking cape, you can also just walk in there. So that works. So once again, this isn't the best place to do the moneymaker because you do have to walk a few steps from the bank to the cooking range. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this space that is just really nostalgic. I actually spent a lot of time here as a kid whenever I got my cooking level requirement up, and I spent time upstairs actually making the apple pies, since you have stuff that you can use to make the apple pies. So I mean, we might have to do this for another video. I think this would be one of the videos that I'll end up doing for this series. It was I don't know, just so satisfying putting a pie together. So we'll probably do that. I know I mentioned it in the last video, so yeah, we'll definitely do that. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and warm up by just cooking some bowls of water because we have level 99 cooking, and I don't think we can mess that up. So let's get into it. And as always, this is the part where I tell you how complicated the moneymaker is. So basically, we're going to the bank, withdrawing a full inventory of bowls of water, using them on the range, AFKing for about a minute, and then repeating the process. So overall, this is probably one of the most chill moneymakers that we've done in this series, and if we don't make a lot of money, that's okay, because it's very chill and AFK. Now unfortunately, there is one problem. We aren't getting any cooking XP. You would think that boiling water would net you some sort of experience, but apparently it doesn't. Maybe it's because there's no possible way that you could screw up boiling water, but yeah, I'm sure I'd find a way. And speaking of messing up the process of boiling water, I didn't check if you could one-tick these. You might be able to, but I figured since we were handling hot boiling water, I didn't want to run the risk of fumbling with the bowls and splashing the hot water in my face, so I figured we'd just take it chill and AFK it. Now I must say, I did find it a bit weird that the bowls of hot water never go cold. You can store them in your bank for years, you could sell them on the GE, and they will always be hot. So yeah, pretty crazy. But I mean, to be fair, in Gielinor there's a lot more crazy things that happen, so I wasn't too surprised. As I was staring at these hot bowls though, I couldn't help but wonder, maybe they should just add ramen to OSRS. I'm not really sure how many hit points it would heal, but I feel like it'd be a perfect addition for the game. Now you might be wondering what the uses of hot water are. I mean, why are people buying them on the GE? Honestly, the only thing I can think of is the fact that they're used in Guthix Rest, but besides that, yeah, I don't really know. I believe the wiki does say it's used for the quest One Small Favor, which I'd completely forgotten about. I wonder why. I don't know if my brain just decided to repress that memory, but yeah. Besides that, I don't know what else it's used for. Also, believe it or not, I wasn't completely alone throughout this 1 hour. At about the 30-minute mark, someone else did show up, and I had a bit of company while I was boiling water. But that's about it for this moneymaker, not really much else to explain, so let's just go ahead and take a look at how many bowls we were able to boil. So after 1 hour of high intensity clicking, we did manage to get 1,372 bowls of water boiled into hot water, and if we do a little price check on that, they're valued at just around 362,000 GP. So let's go ahead and head over to the GE and sell them all off. Now earlier I was a little confused because this price said that it was 445, but even though it said that, I was still going to put them in for GE price just because I feel like I shouldn't deprive the people of Varrock of hot water, you know? I'm not going to increase the price just to make a few more coins, alright? I want to make sure that everybody who has the coin can afford to buy these bowls of hot water. So let's go ahead and put them in there for 264. You know what? I'm feeling generous. I'll drop them down by 2 GP. And they sell instantly. 395,000 coins. I'm actually very impressed with how much money we made from this moneymaker. This is without a doubt the most money that we've made in this series. I didn't think that boiling water would net us this much, but after boiling these bowls of water, we made about 285,000 coins. So yeah, absolutely massive. This is actually a pretty neat moneymaker, although it isn't free to play, unfortunately. But yeah, besides requiring membership, there's really no other requirements. So yeah, no cooking XP either, but good money. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all of my channel members, with a special thanks to ACR Beans. Once again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.